Amsterdam Film Show.
So hello and welcome to the Amsterdam Film Show for August. Again, it's another mini summer edition. We're going to focus on a couple of new releases in August in the Netherlands and some special film events. So first off, a film that was released on the 26th of July, but we missed it out from the last edition of the Amsterdam Film Show, and it's called The Man Who Killed Don Quixote. So, in a small Spanish village, an ad exec gets mixed up in the famous Don Quixote story, but what's real and what's not. Also directed by none other than Terry Gilliam. So this looks really fun from the trailer. They've taken a dusty old classic and kind of given it a modern twist. And of course you wouldn't have been able to escape the news that Mission Impossible Fallout is out in the cinemas. That came out on the 2nd of August, because Ethan Hunt and his team are back. And so from the 9th of August in Dutch cinemas, we have Christopher Robin, not to be confused with the 2017 film Goodbye, Christopher Robin. That was starring Domhnall Gleeson, and it was about the writer of the Pooh Bear books, A.A. Milne. No. This one is about the fictional Christopher Robin of the Pooh Bear stories, and he's grown up into a hard-working father who's in a bit of a fug. It's only when he rediscovers his childhood friend Winnie the Pooh that he remembers how to have fun. Now this looks charming. It's got some great actors, Ewan McGregor in the lead role, and lots of great actors voicing the Winnie the Pooh characters. So it's not just him, you've got Eeyore, Tigger, and more. And be aware of screenings in Dutch cinemas. They'll have two versions. The original version with the original actors' voices and everything, and a version where there's been dubbing with Dutch voices instead.
Dat niks onmogelijk is, maar ik doe heel vaak niks.
Nee, Pooh, dat is... laat maar.
And they may have renamed it Yanneman Robin. And so from the 16th of August we've got Crazy Rich Asians. It's a comedy. It's based on a bestseller. And it's starring Constance Wu, Michelle Yeoh, basically all the top Asian actors and Asian American actors. And it starts off in New York, but it goes over to Singapore. Because New Yorker Rachel Chu heads to Singapore to meet her boyfriend's family. And he's been kind of keeping it a secret that he's mega rich. But it's really good to have a kind of big budget Hollywood film with a kind of fully Asian modern cast. And at the end of the month, from the 30th of August, I think this is the best film out of the month. Black Klansmen comes out in the Netherlands. It's a film by Spike Lee, and he's kind of back on form with this one. It's had 97% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's based on the true story of the successful infiltration of a Ku Klux Klan chapter by a black police officer. Comedy drama. It's starring Topher Grace, and Adam Driver. So we have a 2015 film called Tangerine, which has never been released in the Netherlands. So they've changed all that. It's coming out at both the Film Museum from the 12th of August and the Film Hallen from the 2nd of August. And it's directed by Sean Blake, and he directed Florida Project not so long ago. And it's a comedy drama shot entirely on an iPhone. Not just one. I think they had a whole, thing of iPhones. And so this is part of a previously unreleased series. So it's Christmas Eve, and Cinderella, a transgender LA prostitute, finds out that while she was serving a short prison sentence, her pimp boyfriend had an affair. She's going to stir up one hell of a fuss about it. Now this has had 97% on Rotten Tomatoes, and it's top of my list for August to see. That and all the Billy Wilder films that I didn't see last month at the Eye. Please watch the trailer, it's hilarious. So from the 15th till the 25th of August, we have Pluck de Knock at the Stenen Hoofd. That's at the west of Amsterdam Central Station. This free open-air film festival has a laid-back bohemian feel. Its use of shipping containers, deck chairs, and lots of quirky details give it a great chilled-out vibe. It can be affected by the weather quite a lot, though. So generally only featuring films that have not been screened in the Netherlands before, this film festival provides an alternative to the mainstream cinema choices. From around the same time, 16th till the 25th of August, we have the World Cinema Festival. And so this is celebrating the best of world cinema with English subtitles. There's a lovely atmosphere at these things, and you often get special Q&As with the director and stuff like that. There's a special focus on Cuban cinema this year. The venues include the Rialto Cinema and Bali, but there's also many free open-air screenings in Vondel Park, Marie Heinekenplein and the Courtyard de Treuben. And from the 16th of August, we have a classic Japanese film, Tampopo, which is having a nationwide re-release in the Netherlands. I think it's been digitally restored, so hopefully you'll get a really nice, clear, up-to-date version. And they're certainly showing this at the iFilm Museum and the Lab 111. What's it about? Well, it's one of the most beloved Japanese cult food movies of all time, all about a small noodle shop perfecting the perfect ramen recipe. Now, Amsterdam has no shortage of ramen places now, so if you go see the film and you whets your appetite, you won't be stuck. So that's all from me. I thought I'd give you a little something for August. And don't forget, links to films and events we've mentioned in the show are on our website, broadcastamsterdam.nl. Amsterdam Film Show.